everybody. Good evening. We're live from my closet. Is that weird that you're in my closet? I think it's a little weird, but I'm gonna roll with it. Um, let's hang out for a minute and see if anybody joins us. Don't y'all have anything better to do on a Saturday night but like hang out in my closet? Anyway, I am here to show you another parenting hack for back to school. And this one is all about getting dressed. So if your family is like my family, if your kid is like my kid, getting dressed in the morning can be one of the more challenging things that happens in your day. We have, even though, you know, the stereotype is that girls are the ones who fuss over what they're going to wear every day, my son is definitely a little picky about what he wants to wear, and there have been many a morning when it's just a challenge to get him out of his pajamas and into his school clothes and down the stairs for breakfast. And normally it's the first thing we do, try to get it out of the way while he's still in his room. I mean, he's certainly at 4.5, he's totally capable of dressing himself, but he definitely needs things set up a little bit, you know, shirt sort of going the right way. And there's definitely some things that we can do to sort of smooth that process. And one of the big things that we do to make it easier is to preload his outfits. So this takes away that decision point in the morning of what am I going to wear. And for a lot of kids, when they wake up, their blood sugar is low, and like decision-making function is not optimal. And so what we do instead is to preload a hanging clothes holder like this one with all the outfits that he needs for the week. We kind of check the weather and see what's going on, and preload his outfits for the week so that it's one less decision that he has to make in the morning. And frankly, it's one less decision that we have to make in the morning, right? And so it makes getting dressed and getting ready for school every day a whole lot easier. And honestly, anytime you can avoid a struggle in the morning when you're trying to get everybody out the door and ready and out the door, it's worth it. And so what we do is that every weekend, every Saturday or Sunday after sort of the week's laundry is done, we throw together some outfits, and we definitely give him input on what he wants to wear during the week, but he has an opportunity to sort of create those outfits and then preload them into bins. And he just has to sort of, then he just goes through his hanging clothes holder. You know, they're not even labeled. It doesn't have to be even that complicated, and he can't read anyway, so there's no point in like labeling them with Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because he's in preschool and he can't read yet. So they're just loaded. And certainly if your child is older and you wanted to specify days of the week and that was something that they could keep track of, you could certainly do that. And Ben might be able to follow numbers because he recognizes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he could certainly do that, but we just haven't bothered. And so one of the things that I want to show you about this is how we do his clothes. So this is kind of like his preloaded roll of clothes. And because he's still perfecting the art of getting dressed in the morning, what we do is roll the clothes so that the shirt is on the bottom and it's face side down. So that when he puts the roll on the floor, the face side is down, because that's the way he's going to pull it on over his head so that the face side will be in the front. And then within that roll, he has a pair of pants or shorts, and then a pair of socks and some underwear. And all of that gets put in the roll, and then it's just a quick, roll and into the bin to make it an easy thing for him to get on in the morning. And I have to say, this has saved us a ton of time. He is super proud of himself when he comes downstairs dressed and ready to go for the day, and he's done it all himself and he hasn't had any struggles. That's like the best way for him to start his day, on this super positive note that he's gotten himself dressed all by himself. And he feels like it's just like it's a tick in the win column, and he feels like he can go out there and like kick ass the rest of his day just because he's been able to like successfully dress himself without any help. And we're all like, yeah, buddy, way to go, you know, and he's feeling good and we're feeling good. And again, it's just that one less thing to worry about in the morning. And so one more time, shirts go face down on the floor, right? And then we roll them up with a pair of pants, socks, and underwear inside, so that when he's unrolling that shirt, it's face down on the floor so that he can pull it on over his head and get the front in the front. Because nothing frustrates a preschooler more than like getting their stuff all out of whack. Anyway, this is kind of the last of it's gonna be the last of my parenting hacks for back to school. And I hope you've enjoyed this one and the series in general. But you can certainly go back and look at the website, thingofstrengthcoaching.com, for the hack on shoe shopping and the hack on, oh, what was the other thing about getting out the door in the morning? Anyway, go check out the blog. It was good stuff. Next week, we're going to be talking about some more personal sort of things. It's actually sort of taking it back into our mental mindset series, but this time we're going to talk about self-limiting beliefs and how to get past turning your I can'ts into I can. And so I hope to see you next week for more in the mental mindset series, turning your I can'ts into I cans. In the meantime, have a great weekend. Have a great Saturday night. Thanks for joining me in my closet. It's still a little weird that you're in my closet, but thanks for coming, and we'll see you next week. Bye.